What's up everyone, it's your girl Shay here and I'm back with another video for you guys. And of course it's a Wednesday video, which means it's another episode of Nerd News, and I have 3 topics for you guys, one of which might be kind of surprising for me to talk about, but I don't care. So one is going to be about a new movie that's coming out, a new comic book movie that is. Second one is going to be about the new video game that's just came out, which was Luigi's Mansion 3. And also the third one I'm talking about is actually going to be a little bit of makeup. But I feel like it's okay for me to talk about because I know this is called Nerd News, but I feel like you can nerd out about any sort of topics, and nerdness does not have to be categorized as just talking about video games, anime, or comic books. But let's get started. So the first one I'm talking about is, of course, a movie, which is going to be, it was announced on Friday, November 1st, which is a great way to start off November. And it's talking about Into the Spider-Verse 2 has been announced. Now, currently at this time, there is no, links or hints or anything talking about the plot. The only thing we know of is that the announcement, which was on the 1st, and we do know a date. And the date that is supposed to be released is on, what I have on my phone, is April 8th, 2022. So I know, like a lot of you guys, I also really enjoyed Into the Spider-Verse. I thought it was an amazing movie, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely say check it out. So Into the Spider-Verse is basically about Miles Morales, who ends up becoming Spider-Man, and basically there's like a multiverse, so a lot of the different other Spider-Men and women and also Spider-Pig come out and they help him to defeat a foe, and you meet like Peter Parker and Gwen and everyone else as well, and it's just an amazing film. The animation is amazing, and I definitely once again recommend checking out this movie if you haven't already, just so that you are up to date when the sequel actually comes out. But that's all that we know so far about it. I'm sure as we get closer and closer to the date, they'll release more details into what the plot will be, like who might be involved, and so on and so forth. The second thing I want to talk about is a video game, which was Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, I do want to say beforehand that I have not played Luigi's Mansion 3. I've only played the first Luigi's Mansion, which was out for GameCube, actually, and that was the only one I actually played. I actually didn't know that they came out with the sequel to that, which was Luigi's Mansion 2. But the only thing I'm able to actually, what I've researched about this game, and I have it here on my phone, a couple of notes, is that one of the things I do want to note is that physical sales for Luigi's Mansion 3 are actually double than that of Luigi's Mansion 2. And there's also a lot of differences with this game compared to the other two from what I was able to find out. So I know in the original one, you were inside of a haunted house, and you were basically using a vacuum cleaner to suck up ghosts and basically to rid this house of the ghosts and no longer make it haunted. I don't know what the premise of number 2 was, but it does say that for number 3, though, there's a lot more different places for you to go. So you're not just in a haunted house, you're in like a theme park at one point. At one point, you're actually in a sewer doing plumbing as well, which is like what Mario and Luigi are. They're supposed to be plumbers. And I am kind of okay with this game. I have nothing bad to say about it because, once again, I haven't played it. The only thing that they did say is that they wonder if it will be like dethroned once Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out, which comes out November 15th. But they do say that it was a number 2 selling game. Number 1 was, I think, was Code of War, God of War, something like that. And yeah, that's the only thing that I have to say pretty much about this game. Although one thing I do have to say is that I actually didn't know that Luigi was Mario's younger brother. I don't know what I thought Mario and Luigi were to each other. I think Luigi was either his older brother. Like, I didn't think Luigi was his younger brother, but yeah. Also, I do want to say it's kind of cool or good to see that a Mario game or a Luigi game is doing really, really well, because I know Mario and Luigi games weren't doing that great. Although I do want to say they probably weren't doing great on a mobile scale, not so much on like a big console kind of a scale. So I'm glad that it's actually doing pretty well for a video game, and for it to be like a threequel, I guess you want to say, to it. But overall, if you haven't played Luigi's Mansion, please play it. Let me know what you think about it if you have played it. Once again, I've only played the first one, so I haven't played the third one, and I don't know if I'm even interested in playing the third one because I didn't really enjoy the first one. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like it, but whatever. Overall, that's what I have to say about this game. But let me know your thoughts also. So The last thing I want to talk about, like I mentioned before, is about makeup. But I felt like it was something I needed to discuss just because it was a hot topic for this weekend. So as many of you guys know, Shane Dawson came out. Shane Dawson, obviously, who is a YouTuber, and he's been a YouTuber for like 10 years now, but he's been doing these like mini docu-series over the past few years, and they've gained a lot of traction, and they're utterly amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Every time he comes out with like a mini series, I'm definitely there in front of my TV watching it with my snack. But this time his mini docu-series is basically him talking about his spending time with Jeffree Star, whom also is a YouTuber and also is like a beauty guru, and basically him coming out with his own makeup line, or more so his own eyeshadow palette and lipsticks as well as new merch. Now, I didn't get his merch drop, and I will probably have to wait till a restock, but I was interested in his makeup palette. I do wear makeup, but I don't wear like eyeshadow and stuff a lot, but I was interested in his eyeshadow palette because I wanted, of course, to support Shane Dawson because I think he's a really cool YouTuber. Now, one thing I want to say is that they announced that the drop of his eyeshadow palette would be November 1st, which was this past Friday, and it was going to be at 10 a.m. Oh, sorry, not 10 a.m. 11, was it 10 a.m.? 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, or no, it was 10 a.m. Something like that. 10 a.m., 11 a.m., it was one of them. All I know is I was super excited for it, and I couldn't wait for it to drop. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that went on the website a couple of minutes before and was refreshing the page, and lo and behold, when the time hit, it crashed. The entire site crashed because there were so many people who were trying to get this makeup palette, and if you lived near a Morphe store, then there were lines everywhere to get a hold of this palette. I stayed on that site for a good 2 hours trying to place my order, and I finally got it to go through, and your girl got the palette, and it's on her way to her. I am so excited for this palette. And of course, as of now, every single item that Shane Dawson has came out with his collaboration with Jeffree Star is at this point in time sold out. Now, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson are going to discuss like the palette and all the mishaps that happened in a video. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but they are going to discuss it because there was so many things that did happen regarding this palette, and they weren't expecting it. Like Jeffree Star on an Instagram story said that there are so many people trying to get on the site that it broke not only the front end but the back end of Shopify's website because it was so many people and they were not prepared for it, and these things happen. So by no means is this any fault of Jeffree Star's or Shane Dawson's. I can't wait to get it into the mail, and I know a lot of you guys are probably like, well, this wasn't really anything nerdy, wasn't video games or anything else like that. Like I said before, I feel like you can be nerdy no matter what your particular fandom is, and if you're a part of the beauty community, you can be a nerd about it, and you can nerd out about it because you're wanting to know everything about it. So yes, I took a detour and I talked about Jeffree Star and I talked about Shane Dawson because you know what? It was trending, and it was also something I wanted to discuss because yo girl is a part of just more than just the anime community and the nerd community. I have other stuff I'm interested in, and makeup at times is one of them, and also YouTubers is also one of them. So that's my video. But that is what I have for you guys for nerd news. Ooh, I cannot talk today. You can tell it's a Monday when I'm recording this. But overall, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys on Saturday with a new video as well. It will be a review because I've been reading another manga. I've been trying to read more of Cross Managed. I believe I'm on volume number 4, which is the second to last volume as well. So I will have a review for you guys for that on Saturday. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course, like always, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll link down below all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. Come out with new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday as well. So see you guys then, and like I always tell you guys, stay positive and be nerdy. All right, you guys.